This summer I went to a sleepaway camp and I took an elective in creative writing, and we learned a lot about how to build tension in your stories. It seems as though when you can build tension, it really makes the reader more interested in your story. We read a short story called Cathedral, and it was almost, the tension in the story was almost plausible. The way that I think it takes a lot of work to be able to write with using those characters that you can create and the situation. I think one of the things that our writing instructor told us how to create best was when he said, think about times in your life when you felt tension in between maybe your sister or your brother or your friend, and think about kind of the body language that you use and try to replicate that in your characters. And I think that was really helpful if we're trying to create tension in a story. We also learned about something from Visitation. That's when a classic story of visitation, not in literature, but in movies, is E.T., when a character suddenly enters into the story and that causes the plot of the story. I don't think that's more of a technique. That's mainly just something a lot of kids don't realize that they're using, but that's also how a lot of stories start and evolve. I want to be an author when I grow up.
Why?
I don't know. Something about being able to share something that you've written and have kids and maybe adults really value it is a skill that I'd love to be able to have. And I think that would just be really fun. I feel like not many jobs are really fun, and it's important, you spend a ton of time in your job, and being able to do something that you love would just be a dream come true. The experience of getting published in Stone Soup has just been so uplifting for me. I know the world of publishing is really difficult, and I've always wanted to be an author, and so getting published at I'm not very young, but a kind of young age has just been really motivating experience for me. Especially also because, as I said before, when you're writing, it's kind of like a little piece of you, and I think given the chance to share that with other people is just really an incredible experience. And I love the fact that one of my favorite things to do of all time is to read the magazine, because I love listening and being able to understand and relate to other kids' stories. And I just think it's incredible that maybe some kid was able to relate to one of the stories that I've written.